Alright, okay, so the BACS podcast for the 100th time. Beside me, I have Wi-Fi and clouds, and we have a lot of news to talk about, including the addition of a completely new format and our summer MVP here at Clouds. But first thing I really want to talk about, because I really want to speed this up besides the 2-hour podcast yesterday, is the new format. And off the top of my head, let me see if I can remember this. There are multiple teams that enter the BACS, but only 16 teams are going to be accepted for the qualifiers. And right now we have 26 teams in the BACS, so determining how teams will be accepted is if they do specifically well in scrimmages and more. So we now have the addition of a completely new format and a completely new qualifying bracket. So it is a 16 team single elimination bracket. Teams that are eliminated in the round of 16, or otherwise known as the first round, will be eliminated from competing in the BACS until the next split. And that also means that teams that do qualify have to go to the finals to be the number 1 seed and have a potentially pretty easy road to go and compete in regionals like the Muffin Boys. So what's going to happen is teams that so teams that do get eliminated after the round of 16 are going to be able to compete in the BACS. So just past the round of 16, you're out. No, you're in if you're past the round of 16. But so how it's going to work is the qualifiers are going to have 16. The qualifiers are going to have the quarterfinals. Anything past the round of 16 equals to the quarterfinals. The semifinals and the finals is going to determine whether teams are going to be the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8th seed going into the season, depending on if the first seed are going to be facing the 8th seed in the regular season in the start regional brackets. So that's a completely new and different format. And then this is completely new format for the regular season as well. But so I want to go to the Clouds here. What do you think about the new format?
Format is rigorous, you can say, but you could say that, or you could say it's just an extra motivator. I would say it's extra motivator to display how much you really want to be in the league, or because you have to go through more than you would originally, or you might be used to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a very good point. As also displaying your gameplay and how and friends and teams that don't get drafted have an ability to create their own team with some of the people that did not get drafted as well, and then show why that they should get drafted into an organization or a franchise team. So also, Bad Wi-Fi, what do you think about the format as well?
I think it's an okay format. I like how it's I like how it's going. I don't have much to say about it.
Okay. So the format is it's a completely new format. I don't know how I like it. It's actually a decent way to get into the. It's a decent way to get into the league, but that also completely limits the amount of teams that entered the league, I believe there's going to be, okay, so the qualifiers are called the QBACS, or because the regular league is called the Battle Arena Championship Series. This is a qualifier for the Battle Arena Championship Series. That's what it's called, qualifiers Battle Arena Championship Series. So teams that are still in the qualifier Battle Arena Championship Series and that got knocked out in the first round are still going to be having scrimmages with BACS teams and whatnot. So it's going to be very good with the new, but the upcoming season, I don't agree with the change as much. But according to our advisors, it was very much needed. We're changing it back to the old way that the league used to work as terms of rank. So that if you are a new person here, coming into the league, means that any single player, any single team that wants to get into the league is about to get into the league if they do well in qualifiers. Meaning that Golds can now finally beat, Golds can now come into the league and start beating Grand Champ teams for some very unrealistic and unlikely reason. But I do not think we're going to be seeing any Plats in the league. But Diamonds and Up are going to be most likely Diamonds are going to be in the league. That's almost guaranteed if we have two Diamond teams in the qualifiers. Like say we have Tiggs Esports versus the Hornets. That could be a matchup that depends who will get in. 7 games will depend who gets into the league. So if Tiggs wins those 4 out of 7 games, that means they're going to be in the league and the Hornets are not. Meaning Diamond team is going to be competing for a potential $1,500. So that's very good. That's going to be very big. So also Grand Champ teams will be facing Grand Champ teams, but I talked about that too much. But it is likely that we're going to be seeing mostly top teams in the league. And Diamonds, but I don't know how Diamonds are going to be doing against other teams like Grand Champs. But it's going to be like the Hornets versus the Grand Champs versus Dynasty. It's going to be very fun to see. But there is a way that we can limit Diamonds from playing Grand Champs. Like they're going to be playing Champs because there's not going to be any other Diamond team in the league. So they're going to be playing Champs and whatnot. But I've talked way too much about that, and I'm going to now talk about Clouds. Here we have Clouds. He is our summer MVP and the BACS regional champion. Clouds. And one thing I want to ask you is, how in the name of Rocket League are you so good?
Well, I would have to credit it to my friends and the people I surround myself with. It's basically because they're all better than me, so I strive to be as good as them, and in doing so, improve at a good rate, I guess. It's been well, I've gotten results, so I guess something's working.
Yeah, you definitely have had the results. You actually, everyone that's watching the stream right now just saw Cloud score in this stream, so this is basically gameplay of Cloud that's going on right now. So, so it's just been amazing for Clouds. Your journey in the BACS surely cannot be over yet, because you have been very, very good in the summer split and have proved to be a threatening force. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go on a quick break as we just for Clouds and his M caliber season. What was that? they're very careful on where they put this ball because if you come back to bite, it's to Cloud. Cloud looking for the double tap. He's got the angle. He's got the mechanics, and he has got the another one for Cloud.
Is a monster. What can you do against Blizzard Esports?
Setting himself up. He had the mechanics. He had the power.
Again. And guess who it is again?
It's Cloud. Nothing that Pyro can do except for Cloud.
Another shot.
Oh, here we go. Cloud to Aqua. Looking to bring this out. Clouds comes in, gets the easy challenge, and is going to transition in, wins the 50 with Zach, who did not get it too low. With that hit, Clouds is going to bring the lead. Teamwork right there, and the comms. Wins the 50 once again. Zach wins the 50, the power shot, the redirect. A chance. The Cloud sends it back farther and trying to get this back. The pinch! Gosh! And Clouds! No! Leaving and his shadowing defense is paid off for him so far and continue to. Ant takes over, looking for the goal on Zach. Oh! Oh! Are you kidding me? Does the Justin bump play into the goal to secure it? Looking to hold on in the final seconds. It looks like they just might. Wait, there's a final attempt. Justin is up. Clouds 50s it and denies a chance. They're playing much more offensively aggressive here in this game as Clouds gets the aerial goal. They are playing much more offensively aggressive. What a pinch, and Clouds just did the rest. It's going to be an easy save, powered, nippling in the 50. It's going to be centered. Actually, that was on target, so Justin had to send it away. On target again! He has the lead! What? Clouds to beat his opponent. He's gonna take it up the wall. He's had his opponent in his sights. The flip reset dunk! Are you kidding? First flip reset. He's looking for the third. Okay, that's a hard. Oh yes, Clouds. Retired the ACS player, but not exactly retired yet. He played absolutely amazingly. If you want to be Hello everybody and welcome back to the BACS podcast. We had a little glitch in the system for a moment, but our time is very much limited, very much limited. So Clouds, you have proved to be such a force in the league and almost no one wants you to go. A lot of people do want to face you in the qualifiers. In my opinion, if you have the right teammates, I think you're almost completely guaranteed in my eyes for you to get past the qualifiers and into the season. So, are you going to be looking for a team, or are you going to try to find a team that you can play with, or are you going to stay in the league?
Oh, yeah, I definitely intend to stay in the league, and finding a team might be challenging for me based on the people I know as of now, but it is definitely a goal that I'm trying to make happen. So I would like to face those people in the qualifiers. Look forward to it.
There are so many people that actually want to be playing with you. One of them is a person named Jay, he was called Goose, now he's called Megza or Mez. You previously were a starter with him in Blizzard Esports, and him and his teammate really do want to be playing with you in the qualifiers. There's no rank limit anymore because of basically and everything that's going on in the new format changes in the league, but it's going to be up to all completely your choice, and the league is now very much expanding as it is, but it's going to be very close, and everything that's going to be happening. So we actually have a new topic to really quickly just start talking about, and that topic is actually how the league is going to be expanding. And how the league is going to be expanding is just team recruiting, but there are so many teams in the league already that some of the owners and the hosts are confused on whether they should let teams in the league already based on the qualifier system. So that's something big. Also, in our limited time, we literally have about a minute and a half left. So, Clouds, do you have any questions or comments about the league?
I really don't. It's pretty straightforward. You seem to explain it very well.
Thank you.
So I'm just looking forward to it.
Thank you. And Bad Wi-Fi, do you have any questions or comments about the league?
No, I do not have any questions.
Okay. So thank you, everybody. I'm sorry because of a technical issue that I had. I am not able to facilitate over the comments or look at the comments or the chat right now. So I'm very sorry for that. But if you want to get into the league, please go to your Discord and DM abird89 #9184 or email bacsbossboi@gmail.com, bacsbossboy@gmail.com. I hope to see you in the league.